Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn ci- eighth his civics lesson, understanding secularism. The, f- the first video itself we have discussed the lesson. Now this is the recap of that lesson. So first, understanding secularism. See, it was given an example of the secularism, discrimination, exclusion, and persecution in different countries. See here how that Jews were persecuted in Hitler. That is the discrimination. How the millions of the peoples were killed. Then how the Jews were in the Israel, how they were treated the Christianity. Then and also in Saudi Arabia, non-Muslims are not allowed to build a temple. So this is the example given them. Now, the word secularism was first used by the British writer George Jacob to describe the social order without criticizing the religious belief. In our constitution, the secularism was made as one of the fundamental right. One of the fundamental right. Then, why it is important to separate religion from the state? Right to freedom of religion. It refers to separation of religion from the state and protect the freedom of individual. Suppose the people within the religious group, there will not be one group is majority, the minority religious has to access the state power, they need quite easily to use this power and financial resources. This may lead to coercion. Next, freedom of religion. Freedom of religion, that means state does not enforce any particular religion. Next one, we are having what is Indian secularism. What is Indian secularism? The Indian constitution mandate that the Indian state to be secular. Then what are the objectives of the secularism? That one religion community does not dominate another. That some members do not dominate other members of the same religious community. That the state does not enforce any particular religion, not able not take away the religious freedom of individual. That is the objectives of the state. Here they have given the picture, that is a little one. See, in the government high school, the students like to celebrate, but it is the mandatory of the school of the government that no government school or office should not promote any religion. That's why we are not practicing any slogas in our school prayer. See here in a government school in Simpur, students want to celebrate a religious festival, but the headmaster say it is not the, it is against the government order. We should not promote any religion. Next, another one. Here they have given that one example between two fellows. That means the government has ordered to have to wear helmet, but it given some concession to the religious people of the Sikhs while riding the helmet. Next, we have to see what is the discrimination. The intervention of the state also can be. Here, in the Indian Constitution grants the rights of religious movement and then the community to set up their own schools and colleges. We need a constitutional mechanism to prevent religious based discrimination and untouchability. Next, here in February 2004, France, see here the box Kalama. That means in 2004, the France allowed some people, that means the worker laborers from other area. And then it made a law that they should not wear any political signs or the religious symbols as a, and it was prohibited. And it was prohibited. Next, we have to see here the question is not there. So we have given a little question. First question, see the book Backma. List the different types of religious practice that you find in your neighborhood. This could be different forms of prayer, worship of different gods, sacred sites, different kinds of religious music and singing, etc. Does this indicate freedom of religious practice? The Christians sings hymns, the Hindu bhajans, the Muslims offer namas, Jews visit synagogues. These are There are churches, temple, mosque, gurudwara in my locality. This indicate that all citizens are able to practice their religion with the freedom in a secular environment. Now, we have to see what is secularism. What is secularism? Here, this is the question was not given, but we are giving in the book back as a important questions. This was not given. It is only little activity only. The Indian Constitution allows individuals to freedom to live by the religious beliefs and practice. Next, in keeping with this idea of religious freedom for all, Indian also adopted a strategy and separating the religious from the power. Then, the power of the state. Secularism refers to the separation of religious from the state. Then, third one, what kind of assurance over the constitution given to fulfill the objectives of secularism? Then the objectives of the secularism means that one religion community does not dominate another, that some members do not dominate other members of the same religion community, that the state does not enforce any particular religion, nor take away the religious freedom of individual. Then how the state, that's the fourth question, how the state works in various ways to prevent domination. State uses a strategy of distancing itself from religion. The Indian state is not ruled by a religion group, and nor does it. It does not support any one religion. In India, government spaces like law country, police station, government schools and offices are not supposed to display or promote any one religion. The second way, what is that? The Indian secularism work to prevent the domination is through strategy of non-interference. Non-interference. The Indian states recognize the wearing of turban. That means the Sikhs used to wear, the religious practice, and is allowed for them for not and give excuse for not wearing helmet during the two-wheelers only. For the two-wheelers only. What's the third way? The third way in which Indian secularism worked to prevent the domination listed earlier through the strategy of intervention. Prevent religion-based discrimination of lower caste untouchability. So these four questions was given for you. Next, the glossary. See here, coercion means to force someone to do something in the context of it refers to the force used by a legal. Then the next one we are having intervene. In the context of this chapter, it refers to the state offers to influence a particular matter in accordance with the principles of constitution. Then freedom to interpret. The independent that all persons shall have to understand the things in their own way. In the context of this chapter, it refers to persons' liberty to develop their own understanding and meaning of the religion they practice. So, secularism means it is one of the fundamental rights of the constitution. Freedom to religion. Freedom to religion. We have the right to practice and profess any religion as their own choice. With this, I will conclude this lesson, ma. See, go through the lessons and the little worksheet was given and you can write the answers for that. Thank you.